Welcome to the Talkin VAWLS Network. My name is Boogie Bentley. Had a fun live stream Wednesday night. Had Eric Kane of Locked On Vols and VolQuest.com on the show talking about spring camp. And one of the things we talked about was the injury list, right? You go to VolQuest, you look at the practice report. There's a lot of guys listed on the injury report for Tennessee right now. Guys like Christian Gass, Jeremiah Hurd, Jamal Wallace, Arian Carter, Emmanuel Okoye, David Hobbs, Marion Dye, Christian Charles, Jaden Harmon, Jaden Pilati, Nathan Robinson. There are a lot of guys listed as injured, but some of that is off-season procedure stuff. It's the coaching staff being cautious. No real concerns. Obviously, the big injury, Jermod McCoy. We'll see when he bounces back. Is he ready when the season kicks off this coming fall? I don't know. We'll see if he's ready for week 1, 2, 3. Hopefully, we need Jermod McCoy back. Jordan Thomas, another guy that is still recovering from his knee injury, and that almost gives you a cause for concern with Jermod McCoy because nobody expected Jordan Thomas to be out this long, but he didn't bounce back as quick as expected. He's not going to do anything this spring. Hopefully he recovers. Hopefully he's ready to go through summer workouts and then get ready for fall camp, and maybe he can contribute to this football team in 2025. But for the most part, there hasn't been a whole lot of concern outside of Jermod McCoy until last night. This came out. VolQuest.com puts it out. Miles Kitselman to be sidelined with pectoral injury. Again, this came out last night around 6:30. Wanted to make a video last night. Wife's out of town. Boogie's got to take care of the kids. So jumping on this morning to talk about it. How serious is the injury? What does this mean for Tennessee? We're going to get into it. We're going to talk about it. But as always, I need you guys to do that YouTube stuff for me. Just smash the thumbs up just below the video. It's quick, it's free, it's easy. It helps the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. Also, if you're new to the Talkin VAWLS Network, welcome. We're not experts here. We're not insiders. We're not media. We're not reporters. We're not journalists. We don't pretend to be any of that. What we are is exactly what you guys are. This channel is for the fans, by the fans. If you like what we do, make sure you subscribe. Click that bell for notifications. You're not going to miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. Right now, we're going to be live every Sunday night, 6:30 p.m. Eastern time, playing EA Sports College Football and talking all things Tennessee football. Also live Wednesday nights, 7 p.m. Eastern time, talking spring camp. If that basketball team takes care of business tonight. How are you guys feeling about it? Can Tennessee take care of Kentucky? It's going to be tough for Kentucky to beat Tennessee 3 times in the same season. If they take care of business and advance, what do you guys think? How about a watch party for the Elite 8? I think we'll do it. So stay dialed in, stay tuned in. Make sure you click that bell for notifications. You won't miss out when we go live or when we drop a video. But let's get into it. Let's talk about the injury. Let's see how bad it is for Miles Kitselman. Austin Price over at VolQuest. This is not behind the paywall. This is a free article. You can go check it out yourself. It says Tennessee tight end Miles Kitselman will miss extended time after suffering a pectoral injury this spring. Additionally, sources tell VolQuest that Kitselman has undergone surgery to repair the injury and will begin his rehab immediately once he is cleared to do so. Kitselman is expected back this fall, but a definitive timeline is currently unknown. Goes on to say Kitselman was the surprise addition last season, arrived with little to no fanfare and just went to work. He drew praise from the coaches and teammates last spring and quickly established himself. He earned a starting role and became a trusty weapon for Nico Iamaleava. You know, you look at Miles Kitselman and what he did, you know, returning for that extra year of eligibility after the NCAA ruling regarding JUCO prospects. He played at Hutchinson Community College in 2021. Then he spent 2 seasons at Alabama before transferring to Tennessee. And again, like the article says there from AP, kind of came in with little to no fanfare. I thought that Miles Kitselman was just going to be a depth piece, but he was productive. 22 catches, 301 yards, 4 touchdowns, also had a rushing touchdown in that Georgia game. And then, you know, him returning was big. He's a leader in that tight end room. So we need Miles Kitselman back. The question is when, and it sounds like at this point, we don't know. VolQuest did put out an update in the war room this morning, said that he's going to be out for the next several months. The question becomes, how quickly can he get back? This is an update after the article said the chatter we heard Thursday evening sounded like a timeline that could see him back around the start of the season if things go well in recovery. Additionally, heard things look good structurally when they went in for the surgery, which is a good sign of a quicker bounce back. So hopefully Miles Kitselman bounces back. Hopefully Miles Kitselman is ready to go when we get to the start of the season. But what does that mean moving forward? What does that mean for spring camp? What does that mean as we roll into fall camp? If he's not going to be ready until the beginning, at least it's a veteran guy, right? It's a guy that understands the offense. I'm sure he will still be around the program. He'll still be a coach for these younger guys like Ethan Davis. You can see on the screen here, that's the tight end room. It's when you look at the 2 deep, when you look at Ethan Davis and Miles Kitselman, you feel pretty confident there, right? I think all the buzz around Ethan Davis in spring camp, I think he's going to have a solid year in 2025. He's a guy that's waited his turn, right? He's set back, waited, redshirt sophomore. I think Ethan Davis, we kind of laughed about it a couple of weeks ago. Coach Jay said he's the first dude off the bus. He looks the part. He is in shape. I think it is Ethan Davis's time to shine. But now Miles Kitselman going to be out until the season starts. You look at that room: Cole Harrison, a redshirt freshman, Deson Brame, Jack Van Dorsey, two true freshmen. And if you're not familiar with them, I'm going to take a look at both of these guys because, this could be a blessing in disguise. Get your young guys some play, get your young guys for some run, and then hopefully Miles Kitselman responds well, the rehab goes well, and he bounces back when we get into the season. But let's go take a look. If you're not familiar, let's start with Jack Van Dorsey. He was a blue chip prospect, 4-star prospect. At one point, he was ranked inside the on 300, kind of dropped down a little bit, 6'5", 230 pounds in that class of 2025. If we go over and look at the scouting report from Greg Biggins at 247 Sports, used primarily as a blocker in South Lake Carroll offense and is a very good one. Says he lines up in line and in the backfield, H-back, and routinely puts defenders on the ground or takes them off the field. Super strong at the point of attack, physical kid, great technique, powerful leg drive. You can tell he's been coached up really well. Mostly catches curls out of the backfield, looks very good running with the football, doesn't fight the football, tucks it and gets upfield and shows the ability to make guys in the open field miss. Will leak out and look smooth catching the ball over his shoulder, runs well, tough to bring down, and is a punishing runner. Ideal tight end for 12 personnel because of his blocking ability, but catches the ball well enough to be an every down tight end in college and can play in any situation. That is the scouting report on Jack Van Dorsey, another true freshman on this football team. This was a big get, right? A guy that was Tennessee heavily recruited, commits to Oregon, but Tennessee flips him. That's the way recruiting works. I know maybe some of you guys watching this video don't necessarily follow recruiting. A lot of people kind of get turned off by recruiting. They say, well, it's, he commits here, he goes there, he does this, he does that. It's never over. Tristan Keys, primary example right now, the number one wide receiver in the country. He may be committed to LSU. Does he stick with that decision? Maybe he's regretting that decision. Maybe Tennessee and Faison Brandon, maybe that relationship, they will continue to recruit him. That's exactly what happened to Deson Brame. Commits to Oregon. Everybody's talking about money. Everybody's talking about dropping the bag. Everybody's saying the only thing that matters is money. Tennessee continues to recruit Deson Brame, and they get him in the boat. And this is a big one. This is a big win for Tennessee. 6'4.5", 225 pounds, 4-star tight end prospect. You can see there a top 50 guy, ranked 50th overall in the country, 4th best tight end in the country. So if you're going to rely on true freshmen while Miles Kitselman tries to get back up to speed, I think Jack Van Dorsey, I think Deson Brame are a couple of guys that can help this football team. So what does he look like as a prospect? Again, we'll go to the scouting report, 247 Sports. This comes from Andrew Ivins, field stretching tight end prospect with ready-to-play size and plenty of alignment flexibility. Capped off prep career on a high note with an eyebrow-raising outing at the annual Polynesian Bowl after a senior campaign in which he earned Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year honor. Says he owns rare athletic juice for the position and has proven to be a dynamic mover for a player of his stature with 3 punt return touchdowns on his resume. Creates separation at the top of routes by crossing defenders with his sleek agility and is almost always looking to turn upfield and extend plays once he secures the prize. Will need to eventually make some headway as a blocker in hopes of becoming more of a complete tight end, but already has some inline experience and has shown that he can engage his lower half and wall off run lanes. Projects as a potential high-volume target in a modern spread attack, can line up off the ball, on the ball, and in the backfield, in the slot, or out wide. Make a difference with his hand speed and coordination. Could push for snaps right away and should eventually draw looks from NFL scouts if he keeps progressing. So could push for snaps right away. Well, Deson Brame, the time is now. The opportunity is now. Miles Kitselman, again, out with the pectoral injury. How quickly does it respond? It's good. The update, again, that VolQuest put out this morning, a little bit more encouraging, saying that it sounds like he could be back in time for the season to kick off. Everything looks good structurally when he went in for the surgery, which allows for a quicker bounce back. Again, wanted to put this video out last night. Unfortunately, sometimes life gets in the way, so I wanted to jump on here this morning and talk about it. What are your thoughts? Jump in the comment section. Let's talk about it. As always, smash that thumbs up on the way out the door. Go check out the Talkin VAWLS merch. We got brand new Nike themed merchandise, bonfire.com/store/Talkin VAWLS. You can also support by hitting that join button right down there below, right beside subscribe. It's only $1 a month. It keeps the lights on around here. It allows us to bring you content every single day regarding Tennessee football. But that is going to do it for this one. This is the Talkin Vols Network. My name's Boogie Bentley. Go Big Orange.